one of the instigators of the NRL Indigenous All Stars concept, performing tonight on his didgeridoo, Preston Campbell. And the voice of rugby league, please welcome Ray Warren.
Hold up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to All Stars in its 4th year and for the first time at Suncorp Stadium. It's time for the teams to take the field, so give them a big Brisbane welcome. First up, the Indigenous side, who come from 15 of our Aboriginal communities throughout Australia, coached by Laurie Daly and led out by their captain, the great Jonathan Thurston.
Hang on, just videoing this introduction.
And now the NRL All Stars, coached by 7 times premiership winning master coach Wayne Bennett, representing all 16 clubs in the NRL, a team largely chosen by you, the public, and led out by New Zealand captain and tonight All Stars captain Benji Marshall. Playing in his 4th All-Stars game, and in fact the only member of the 20 NRL All-Stars to be backing up from last year. So Preston Campbell, thank you for your rendition, one of the founders of this brilliant idea, the All-Stars concept. To you people on ground and on television at home, I hope you have a most entertaining night here at Suncorp.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and welcome students from the Aboriginal Centre for the Performing Arts to perform the Australian National Anthem in traditional Turrbal language, followed by Jessica Mauboy performing the English verse.
Nale tarung
please remain standing for a moment's silence as we pay our respects to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander elders, both past and present. Let us also remember NRL player John Manor, who sadly passed away recently following a battle with cancer.
Last year I pointed out, so Laurie Daly will be laying down the law that there's a long way to go in this game. What have you made, Darren Lockyer, of the first 40 minutes?
Well, the Indigenous team look the better team at the moment. As you say, they'll need to go on with it because the NRL All Stars will come home, but they've been throwing the ball wide and they've been finding some space.
4 tries scored, all to the number ones. Benny Barber already has a hat-trick. Jared Hayne scored the try for the NRL All Stars. And again, I think the feature here, no panic from Barber.
Yeah, that's not easy to do, you know. He had the awareness to know that the defenders were far enough away for him to take his time, so he executed that perfectly.
This is a killer blow when you see the pass thrown out the back and you see it's an opposition player in the shape of Jared Hayne picking it up.
Yeah, he ran straight past us on the sideline there, and Thompson does a great job, but Benny Barber got checked. I still don't know when they would have got him, but to see Jared Hayne in full flight, it's what fans come to see.
Great conversion from the sideline from Adam Reynolds to tie up the scoreline, and then on the stroke of the break, Thurston on the last play runs to the line. Greg Bird into a hole. Reece Robinson did well to get it back inside to Benny Barber. He scored his second, and he had another pretty special one to finish off with.
He started 2013 is the way he finished 2012. But Thurston's been the orchestrator of all this. He's in fine touch, but Barber he's in great touch too.
Well, any number of players in line for the man of the match tonight. He is certainly one of them, Ben Barber, and you can have that choice. Text your pick and your name to 0439 464646 and you can be a part of picking tonight's MOM. Now, there's also an emphasis tonight on giving up smoking. Now, unfortunately, in the Aboriginal community, they have a smoking rate more than double the population in New South Wales. And any NRL player will tell you that you cannot perform at your maximum if you are smoking. So if you're looking to do so, we know it is difficult. Quitline is the place to go. Give them a ring and they will help. We are looking at the dressing rooms now, and it is time for us to go in shortly to Wally Lewis to hear what Laurie Daly is saying. But what do you think Wayne Bennett is saying in the other shed?
Well, they've just had a few too many drop balls. I think they need to start the Indigenous team of footy, but they just need to hold on to the ball from here.
I see Wayne Bennett there addressing his players. What about the performance of Ben Barber tonight? I know that he's the name on everyone's lips after last season. A lot of he said there's no pressure, but surely there is coming into this.
That's always going to be the risk. The year that he had last year is could he back it up? Obviously, he's at a good club there under Des Hazard at the Bulldogs, and he looks really fit. He looks in a good place, so I think he's going to have another great season. The other guy's Greg Inglis. I think he's in for another big season as well. He's
looked awesome tonight, Greg Inglis. And again, I suppose the most important thing for these players, if they can come through an off-season without injuries, it sets them up well. And a lot of our star players, throw Justin Hodges in as well, haven't had that luxury in recent times.
No, that's right. A lot of these guys, due to rep seasons, don't get a full pre-season. This year, a lot of them did because they only had the one test match. So all of our stars are in shape, and it's good to see.
Okay, well, a 12-point lead for the Indigenous All Stars. And we've got a couple of very special guests coming up who we will chat to later on. We'll take a quick break now and be back very shortly to Suncorp Stadium for our All Stars clash. First points in the second half is always key, and that would have been Laurie Daly's hope that they could build on the lead. Knocked back, I think it might have been the NRL All Star who propelled it back to the Indigenous player, and at the end of it, Reece Robinson. They're getting first points in the second half is always key, and that would have been Laurie Daly's hope that they could build on the lead. Knocked back, I think it might have been the NRL All Star who propelled it back to the Indigenous player, and at the end of it, Reece Robinson.
The talent that's on board here at Channel 9 with the commentary team. Brad Fittler was there.
All 5 8. I had lunch with him on Tuesday, didn't say anything about me.
We can fit you in the salary cap.
With Matthew Callender, he didn't say anything about us at all.
Well, I've got to talk to you.
It's a bit disappointing for myself, but look, hopefully we can exceed it along.
It's the only thing that's gone wrong for you out there tonight. You're having a wonderful game. Every time you're near the ball, you're scoring tries.
Yeah, look, it feels like I met down my teammates sitting down here, so it's killing me to be sitting here at the moment.
And mate, there's plenty of confidence in the team out there. The boys really do believe that they're going to win this game.
Yeah, look, mate, the confidence was always there. We're a tight bunch
Go on,
of brothers,
videoing.
and we love each other and have each other's back, so mate, we'll just keep fighting and hopefully come away with the win.
And the boys aren't finished yet.
No, not at all.
Here we go. An outstanding game. Let's hope that it continues.
Cameron Smith has come off, and that was the delay, and they were...
What an opportunity for the young man. May not be for a long time, but with Jonathan Thurston out, he has a chance tonight to steer elite players to a victory. Alongside Scott Prince, so he's got some help, but he's been really good since taking on a little bit of extra responsibility, and that's a great ball. And Robinson, all they have to do is catch and put down.
I think it was a pre-match prediction by somebody on the commentary team that suggested the game plan for the forwards will be let those flashy backs see plenty of football. Scott Prince, he's been great tonight. His kick for goal is going to shave the upright and go through. 28-6. Now.
Firstly, I'd like to thank all the dignitaries that are here tonight and that made this game possible. To the NRL All Stars, thanks for the week. Without you guys, the game wouldn't have been possible. So, thank you very much for your contribution. To our boys, everything that was asked of you throughout the week, you did very well. So, to our coaching staff, the boys behind the scene, thank you very much for an enjoyable week. Last but not least, to the fans that show up week in, week out. Thank you very much. You're the reason why we play the game, so thank you.
JT, ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Thurston, the captain of the Indigenous All Stars, comprehensive winners here tonight at Suncorp Stadium. Just like to wind up by saying thank you to our referees tonight, Ashley Klein, Jason Robinson, Chris James and Gavin Morris. Thank you also to our official party. A great night of celebrations. Rugby League is back in 2013 and it's absolutely brilliant.